Guys, my name is Michael Kubera, and today we're talking about North Korean hackers. They're so in love with Bitcoin that they decided to go full out and try and get into exchanges alongside some bank accounts. And last time I made this video, which was December 12th, we decided to make an update, and also I didn't post it due to wind. However, Bitcoin went from $18,000 to $20,000. It's fluctuating right now. North Korea hacked a Bithumb exchange, and Bithumb got hit with a fine from South Korea. So let's stay tuned for this one. I need to come up with something better than let's stay tuned for this one. Alright, I got a little list here of terms because it's kind of hard to remember all of this, but pretty much there is a group called Lazarus from North Korea. So if you ever watch some Vice documentaries about North Korea going into Poland or Russia or other countries, even in South America, what North Korea does to get extra money is they pretty much send their slave labor out to countries that are relatively cheap, and they're able to earn a bit of money for, you know, tough labor in the docks, in mining, in like these hardcore rough industries, okay? And another part of what they do is online attacks. You guys might know North Korea was famous for the Sony attack. There was a Bangladesh central bank attack, which resulted in $81 million being lost by the SWIFT system. Can't even read that. There was the whole WannaCry ransom, which was going all across the internet. And yeah, that group is pretty much called Lazarus. So what they've recently been doing over the past 2 years, spear phishing attacks and PC hijacking Trojans. So what they do is they target executives of banks, of exchanges, of government bodies, anybody who's important. They go for their computers, they try and get the login password and details, and this can be a variety of opportunities. Let's say a fake email, they go through Skype, they get some little piece of information which leads to a second point and a third point, and eventually they're able to see all the details. They log in, they change everything, they move the money across to another account, they launder it, or they may not even launder it and they send it straight to North Korea. And what are you going to do at that point? When the entire country is running against the world, it's like, whatever, that money's lost, right? So recently there's been a couple of articles coming out that Bitcoin is the latest interest for Mr. Kim Jong-un. And that makes a lot of sense considering they've successfully secured millions and millions of dollars from just normal transactions with debit and credit card banks, right? So what they do is they send these attacks for, let's say, a CEO of a local Chase branch or Bank of America branch. They get the login details, they go in, they take some money out, let's say $1 million or $2 million, they send it off across the borders, boom, it's gone, right? So the same methods they apply to getting money from a bank, they will go for Bitcoin exchanges. Now, Bitcoin is extremely secure. However, the exchanges that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are held on, not so much because of human error. So let's say you're an executive, same thing happens to you from Bitrex, from Poloniex, from Kraken, from Bithumb, from whatever it is, you lose access. They find your wallets, they shuffle Bitcoin, they shuffle Ethereum, they shuffle Litecoin, boom, it's gone. There are no chargebacks. There's no way to retrieve it. You can trace it, at least most cryptocurrencies, unless they go back into Monero. And okay, so what if you trace it? You see an address, you don't really know who's behind that address. I mean, you can figure out, oh, it's probably this Lazarus group. But that's that. I mean, 5 million, 10 million, $100 million is lost, and especially if Bitcoin prices keep rising, it is a pretty worthwhile investment for North Korea to be training more and more hackers to try and get this. Plus the banks and whatever else they're doing. And maybe they're trading on cryptocurrencies and they open their own exchange up. Now, they've been targeting this since late 2016, and they successfully secured a Bithumb's executive login details, which means they were able to shuffle $7.7 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum off to another account. Now, since then, with the rising price of cryptocurrencies, that is over $80 million worth. So that puts that on the same scale as the Bangladesh central bank SWIFT attack. Now, I keep saying SWIFT, but SWIFT isn't like the actual attack. SWIFT is just the banking codes and all that. And on top of that, they decided to go on to Bithumb and ask for a bribe. I mean, well, And on top of that, they started bribing Bithumb. They said for $5.5 million, they won't release the data that was stolen, which they have 30,000 people's data. 30,000, I mean, who knows? These guys might be CEOs. I'm sure there has to be some high-profile accounts over there. Hopefully they have a weird system where, you know, it's like the lower tier accounts are less secure than the higher accounts, or they might just have everything right there out in the open space. And if so, well, North Korea might be targeting some interesting individuals. If you see somebody has $10 million or $100 million in their bank account and you have a list of 100 of these guys, what they're going to try and go to is, you know, let's say they meet a person in real life, or they start following them, and, you know, they do like these weird spy missions. Eventually, one of these guys will slip up. They will get ransomware on their computer. They use it. They get the login details. North Korea steals it. North Korea steals the Bitcoins. That's it. You're unable to trace it. So Bithumb is a South Korean Bitcoin exchange. It's accounting for 20% of the Bitcoin volume over the past couple of weeks. And now with the rising prices and rising market caps, where it's close to $600 billion, this is accounting for quite a bit of money. Now, we're not sure what Bithumb's reaction is going to be. However, they did pay $55,000 in fees to the South Korean government a couple days ago for losing protection of its data and for privacy, you know, resolutions and all of that stuff. So people don't really trust Bithumb, but people don't really trust any other exchange where there's been DDoS attacks and other hacking attacks as well. Now, there's other supporters of movements against Bitcoin who will be like, aha, it's Bitcoin's fault. But no, I mean, this will literally happen with whatever it is out there, with the banks, with PayPal, with traditional methods. It is more secure to use cryptocurrencies. However, we're still at the infancy page. We're still at the infancy phase where everything is taking its time and it's improving. However, with human error, it still kind of sucks. But in the future, when everything's robotic, we'll learn a little bit more. Anyways, my name is Michael Kubera. That was kind of lame, and we shall see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Is there anything else I wanted to add? I don't know if I wanted to add anything else. Subscribe, like, comment, and we shall see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so, see that? They're having a party. Looks pretty cool. I can't zoom in any further, so that's about as good as it gets.